Okay, hi, this is Emily Matthews with Remax Universal, and today we're talking to Kathy Baganz, who is a mortgage loan officer at Great Midwest Bank. So, Kathy, how did you get started as a mortgage lender?
I started probably about 25 years ago. I started as a teller, and then we were always supposed to cross-sell lending.
Okay.
So I thought lending, I didn't know a lot about it to cross-sell,
Right.
so I thought it would be fun to work in.
Yeah.
So I started out in consumer lending and then moved to mortgage lending. And I just found that really interesting and fascinating. Because when I first worked in it, I worked in a place where we did it all around the country, and that was really interesting from state to state.
They have different rules and stuff?
Very different rules.
Really?
Very different closing
Wow.
costs.
Wow. I did not know
Super
that.
high closing costs in some states, like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
And then just finding title companies, and that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Then I took some time off, had my daughter, and then came back to it here, and I just really enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I loved it during the super busy time, low rates. That was a really fun time.
Yeah, that is fun.
It was. When people weren't working so much, we were working like crazy, and I as you probably know.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of fun and a great thing for customers to be able to refinance low to buy homes.
That's true.
Such a low
Refinance
rate.
was a big deal too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that really was. Yeah.
Yeah, and even to buy homes at such a low rate.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you say is a challenge for you?
Just in lending right now?
Well, or any kind of challenge.
I think right now the biggest challenge I have in working with customers is helping them find a home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my big challenge too.
Yeah.
There's nothing for sale.
I sometimes do pre-approvals for people during the course of 2 years. I'll keep renewing them and doing them, and I feel so bad because they keep looking and they're just not finding anything.
Yeah. Well, I will say some people look a little too long, but it is a challenge. I've got quite a number of buyers that I would love to find them something, but there just isn't even anything in their area or their price range. What would you say is your most memorable experience?
I think memorable for me is just when you have that first time home buyer and they don't have a lot of money to put down, and we do some programs where we, like our in-house lending. I just did one, in fact, last week, and he wanted to start out buying duplexes, and he was younger, and so in-house we only do like 5% down, and he wanted to buy it. It needed work, but that was what he was going to do, and so he could do that with 5% down. He's going to work on it, and his goal is just to own more and to keep doing this. And so,
that's really cool.
And I think it's neat to do that for young people, just to give them a start.
Yeah, I like that too. Just even finding something, and there's something out there for everyone. You just have to sometimes wait a little.
Yeah, so. I think it's the young people are fun when they find their first home because they're so excited. Yeah, they're the most fun to work with because they have so much excitement to what they're doing. Yeah, and just guiding them through the whole process is Yeah. It's kind of
it is quite a minefield, when with all these terms and different things you have to know, and like on my side with writing the contract. There's good ways and bad ways to write those contracts to get them accepted. So,
tough.
Well, thank you very much, Kathy. This is Emily Matthews, covering the Tri-County area, Calumet, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, here to help you with all your real estate needs.
Thank you.